Did you miss me? I missed you guys. I promise I'll never leave you again. Unless I have something to do on a Thursday night. But that doesn't happen that often thanks to COVID. So here we are. Welcome back to Mark It Down Podcast. Impact, not really a fast forward review. And we have a lot to cover after a really hot pay-per-view from No Surrender. So world champion Moose welcomed us to the Impact Zone tonight, talking about how he feels a little neglected. He successfully retained the title against W. Morrissey in the main event, yet everyone's talking about Eddie Edwards. I get it. He's great. He is great. I love Eddie Edwards. Moose says he doesn't give a damn about anybody in Impact, and quite frankly, anytime he beats someone, they lose their damn mind, and that's what he said happened to Eddie Edwards. Well, one man who only has one name took issue with that, and his name is Heath. Yep, he's got kids, and yep, it seems like he's going to be in the main event of an Impact pay-per-view. It's quite exciting, if I'm being honest. The guy had a little fire to him when he started with Impact. He got hurt, and it did a number on him. It killed a lot of his heat, but it seems like he's looking to get back on track, and he's looking to go right at the top. So who knows what'll happen? Probably we're going to see it at Sacrifice. I'm doing my best to not say it like Taz, but who knows? Maybe we'll have a new Impact World Champion with only another one-name guy. We went from Christian, redacted because he's in Canada, Josh Alexander, Moose, maybe Heath. Why not Heath? It worked for Drew McIntyre. Maybe it'll work for him. Moving forward, we went to a very fun match. A .com bat match? .com bat. Combat. Ah, you get it. It was good. It was good. Where digital media champion Matt Cardona defended his world championship against the woman he beat for it, inaugural champion, Jordynne Grace. This was a very fun match. Lots of hard spots, lots of brutality. I thought I've seen it all. I've seen glass. I've seen thumbtacks. I've seen Legos come out of that black silk bag that every so often comes up from underneath the ring. But I saw the most destructive thing ever tonight. Nokia phones. Guys, I don't know how Matt Cardona survived being powerbombed onto a pile of Nokia phones. I know we all talked about The Fiend being unstoppable, but clearly Matt Cardona is in a level all his own. It was a very fun match seeing Matt retain against Jordynne. This feud might not be over, but it doesn't matter. Cardona has solidified himself as a sleazeball, as Jordynne Grace went for that low blow in defense against Cardona. And what does the man do? He brings out a bedazzled cup. He tries shoving it in her face. Thankfully, the old switcheroo happened and Jordynne was able to get it in his face. So I think everybody's a loser tonight. But at least Cardona is in a league all of his own. Moving forward, there was a nice backstage segment with the Influence complaining about how they lost their match at No Surrender thanks to Caleb with a K. K? I don't know. It's probably not a K. But the Inspiration interrupted them and took umbrage with how they were treating Caleb. It's only a matter of time before a proper match happens between the four women, and it's just so great to see the Inspiration being used the way they are. We had a quick little match with Bhupinder Gujjar getting a second win against John Skyler. But the real story here was W. Morrissey coming out to the ring and attacking Brian Myers, who was sitting on commentary. That is a feud that's been going on for a few weeks now here at Impact, and Morrissey just looks like a gosh darn monster. It is great seeing this guy being treated seriously and in a way that he was never quite presented in his former place of employ. Continuing a very fun tradition that Impact is setting up, we had our Champ Challenge from double champion Deonna Purrazzo holding both the Ring of Honor Women's Championship and the AAA Reina de Reinas Championship. I don't think I needed to say championship again there. It was like saying ATM machine. Who cares? Deonna Purrazzo welcomed any challenger, and she was met by Lady Frost, who chose to challenge for the Reina de Reinas. Reynos Championship. Regardless, it didn't matter. After a great showing, Deonna Purrazzo retained once again, and I love, 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 love the way they're treating Deonna. She might not be the Impact Knockouts champion anymore, but hey, she replaced it with two beautiful belts. And I'm loving this pick your poison kind of style that we're getting every week. I'm really hoping it leads to some fun surprises, and I'm really hoping it leads to a memorable reigns for Deonna. Following that, we had once again a Jay White Bullet Club promo, where Jay explained that in his eyes the Gorillas of Destiny weren't up to the high standards he sees for the Bullet Club. I'm sorry, Tama. He thinks that the Good Brothers are the best tag team in Bullet Club history. Maybe he's right, maybe he's wrong, maybe they're just bald. Who knows what he likes? He's a knife pervert. He's weird. Being confronted by Violent by Design, who felt a little betrayed that the Good Brothers didn't let them in on their plan after Eric Young lost to Jay White at the pay-per-view. It seems like a lot of combustible elements are here at play. A fight broke out, and Violent by Design were outnumbered. But to their rescue, the Gorillas of Destiny, who for the first time ever might not have been wearing a Bullet Club shirt. I can't remember the last time they didn't wear black and white. But a lot of interesting elements, and man, Bullet Club just seems to be all over the place right now, led by Jay White. Jay is looking to form an elite, see what I did there? An elite unit across New Japan Pro Wrestling, Impact Wrestling, and AEW. Only time will tell before we'll see if we get an NWO level event or an All-In 2. Moving forward, we had Jonah once again literally squash his opponent, and this time outlandish Zicky Dice. Jonah, who's been just an absolute force, winning matches quickly and unfortunately beating his opponents after the match. Gail Kim took issue with that and is setting him up with some real challenge in PCO. You know me, guys. I love my big, meaty men slapping meat, and we will see it at Sacrifice. Another backstage segment, Mickie James trying to give her friend Chelsea Green a title match. It feels like it's something that's been in the works for a long time now, and it just keeps getting pushed back. This time, once again, by Tasha Steelz and her friend Savannah Evans. Savannah feels that she was screwed out of her title match with Mickie James, and she's beaten Chelsea Green in the past. So maybe next week's match, they'll decide who's going to be the true #1 contender. Maybe we'll get a triple threat. Either way, I don't know why Mickie is so eager to defend this belt against Chelsea when Chelsea is just outright crazy and going to out Mickie. It's going to be fun. We all see it coming, but we're all just waiting for it, and it's going to be good. Now, your main event. Team Honor No More in a 6-man tag with Matt Taven, Mike Bennett, and Kenny King defeated Rich Swann, Willie Mack, and Chris Sabin of Team Impact. Honor No More is running amok here in Impact, and we don't have any answers as to why Impact superstar, legend, guy, Eddie Edwards betrayed Impact for Honor No More. Well, now we do, because he cut a promo and he explained it. The reason being, he feels like Impact is being run to shit because all these outsiders have just come in and made Impact feel like a joke. It started with Kenny Omega. He didn't say it, but Christian too. And he felt that every Impact star who went and challenged failed. Failed at bringing the gold back home. And when he thought it would be his turn, they went with, no longer there, redacted himself, Josh Alexander. Broken, both mentally and emotionally, Eddie feels like Honor No More is his true family. Let's not forget, guys, he's a former Ring of Honor champion in his own right. Being confronted by the man's own wife, Alicia Edwards, Eddie did not hold back with his wife, nor did she. She told him to quit his bitching, and he said, well, they're my family now. Nah, 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 nah. It ended on a very awkward note, and it made me think of family dinners that I don't want to think about. I promise you, Mom, Dad, that was a joke. But regardless, Impact Wrestling has a lot of emotional angst right now, opening the show and closing the show. But hey, It's sometimes sports entertainment, am I right? Either way, I thought this was a good show, a good follow-up to No Surrender, and a good lead-in to Sacrifice in 2 weeks. What did you guys think of the show? Leave it in the comments, tell me what you thought, and I promise I'll be here next week. This relationship, it takes trust, and it takes time, and I'll be there for you. Good night, guys. Impact, don't fast forward, because I can't.